right, everybody. We have a bonus game during the lunchtime part of the main event from the Crescent City Cup 2026. And we are happy to bring to you a youth division game, school Scrabble game. This is the final game of the 4-game event. So they have had 3 games already. And this is the last one during the actual lunch break for the main event, as I said. And this is basically these are the 2 teams that are leading right now. So we have Penny and Tony currently, as you can see on the left side. They are 2-1 plus 219. And on the right side is second place, Samuel and David, also 2-1, but with plus 163. There are 2 other teams in the tournament also. And third place, Chloe and Charlie are currently 2-1, but minus 96. So any of these teams can actually still technically win. There's prizes for the top 2 teams. And yeah, they are all doing very well. All 3 of those teams are currently averaging over 350 points a game. And yeah, they're scoring a lot of points. It looks like we're ready to start very soon, but I'm also here joined by 2016 School Scrabble champion Komatsu.
Hey guys, excited to be commentating this game. It seems like the kids were having a lot of fun before they sat down. They still are. So love to see that spirit of school Scrabble.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. This will be good practice for them also because the 2026 North American School Scrabble Championship is going to be held in Planet Word in Washington, D.C. in the middle of March. So they are getting some good practice in here against some very strong players and strong teams. And yeah, there's basically 2 months to go. So this is going to be this game. I think will be pretty much for all the marbles.
Very exciting. So it seems like Tony and Penny have started off drawing 6 consonants. Conky for sure. They're looking at Volt to get rid of 3 of those.
Yep. Yeah, but we'll see if they know any of the hooks or not. We'll see. But yeah, they're opting to keep the X on their rack for maybe, hopefully, maybe a big score next time. And David and Samuel have already drawn the blank.
Oh wow, okay.
So yeah, we're going to see what they're going to come up with here.
Pretty nice balance of letters here between scoring, vowels and consonants.
Coming up with some words here. I'm not sure where they're going to play it yet, but we'll soon find out.
Yeah, if you don't see the hooks onto Volt, which are Volta, Volt I, Volti, it's really, really constricted on this board with where you can play. There's no double word score you can hit, no like 2-way double letter score you can hit with a consonant, so tricky.
Yeah, I think they're realizing that now, coming up with word gray to try and get rid of some of the bad tiles, but they're not really finding a place to play it right now. So it's quite possible they don't know the Volti hook. But we're about to see something come down on the board here. It looks like they're playing Greek, trying to open up the board a little bit and see what they can, what opportunities they can get for the next move.
Yeah, this will definitely give them some more space to operate with their blank. Yeah.
This actually also blocked Tony and Penny's cat that would have played onto that T. They had that ready to go.
Oh, that's a good point. And keeping the Q playing Volt, maybe that was something they might have had in mind that an A draw might give them cat. So that no longer available in this queue. Looking tough.
Okay, so they put EX down. It's probably one of the highest scoring players they have available here. It does keep the Q. I mean, I don't think you can actually get rid of it on this turn. So yeah, they're just picking the highest scoring play and waiting for a better opportunity to play the Q next turn. Solid play.
Yeah. It seems like David and Samuel have picked up IERS to their CY blank leave.
That's a pretty good draw.
I would say so. I would say so. Lots of flexibility this turn.
They have Icy lined up. They're looking to try and get rid of those tiles.
Yeah,
keep the ER S blank, really strong live.
The Y in particular, nice for scoring, but bingoing, it's sometimes hard to spot. Ooh, and they've put the C down next to RE, so
Yeah, I think they're looking for players that might end with a C. I don't think there are many great options with that, and I think they've recognized that also.
that strategy of putting one tile on the board but facing away from your
Stood up,
opponent,
yeah.
secrecy, classic school Scrabble move.
Yeah, you got to put it
Communication with
in.
your opponent.
Yeah, put it up on the board in a way where your opponent can't see it.
Yeah.
So they actually had the word grey lined up on their rack in the previous turn. They could actually still play that technically through that G of Greet, but also they haven't seen that spot next to the G.
You're going wreck and wreck, I
Okay.
believe. Tony and Petty seemingly still saddled with some heavy consonants.
Yeah, and with the R there, there's not much available.
Yeah. I'm not sure what they'll do. Maybe play through the O of Volt, something like that.
Maybe. Yeah, there's not much they could potentially play through the R of rack and just make a four-letter word. But it's very dangerous. Yeah, not many options. Look like they're exchanging, which I think is a good idea here, but they cannot really seem to do much. So
Yeah.
might as well take the opportunity to make sure that the letters are better for the next move.
I agree that that Q had been weighing them down for some turns, so
Yeah,
like
time to get rid.
get rid of it. Yeah. This seems like AN is as good a leaf as any that you can keep. David and Samuel.
Oh, it looks like they're lining up Grimy, which is a very strong play here. This does get rid of all of the bad tiles.
Yeah, that does look quite nice. IS blank is very, very likely to at least have a playable bingo next turn.
Yeah, it's a really good play. And I think that actually ties up the game, and again at 45 points each.
Nice. Okay. Anybody's game.
So the Y is there now. They could just play the word Y in that spot.
Yeah, that does look pretty strong. 36 points.
Yeah, it's not the most obvious thing to do is to try and put two consonants there as well, but they have the right idea of playing in that spot. They played Hey for 27.
Yeah, that looks pretty strong as well.
Okay, so David and Samuel have bingos here. It's now a question of whether they can find something that would fit, especially if they may not necessarily know Volta.
Yeah, so they might be looking to play through the V, maybe volts type or Rex, using the S hooks, something like that. Um, but bingo finding becomes exponentially harder to find any given bingo once you have a blank. So
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, they're a bit low on time already. They're taking 4 extra minutes than Tony and David already. So I'm sure they probably won't want to spend too much time or burn too much time on this move, because if they don't find anything, they might be in the same position again for the next turn.
yeah, it's hard.
See my text.
Oh.
Spouse says you're getting a mocha. You're gonna like it.
Word that Austin is getting a mocha.
Oh yes.
Exciting.
Gotta do something to keep me awake for the rest of the tournament here for today.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I actually did not sleep very well.
Mhm.
Yeah, woke up in the middle of the night and yeah,
Yeah,
lost some sleep. Had to
that's tough.
power my way through here. Doesn't seem like these guys have lost much sleep. They're playing pretty quickly so far, because the first three games they actually finished way ahead of schedule. So they've actually been waiting around for a long time for their lunch break, which was scheduled for about an hour. I think they ended up waiting closer to about an hour and a half. And okay, it looks like David and Samuel have put the A down, fishing off the A. They've got a very strong leave, and they've just drawn, what is
that
that?
a V?
It's a V, yes.
Okay. They setting up availers? Or
Maybe,
reavails?
yeah, or availors, which I don't think is a word, but yeah.
Something like that. Ooh. What do Tony and Penny have set up? We see OUHND and then
Playing Rack, I
WK.
think.
Oh,
Play
wow.
Rack.
Yeah.
Getting rid of two of their not so nice tiles and getting some points there as well.
Yeah, the vision to play through REC is pretty fun.
This also hinders the floating O of Vault as well. A lot of bingos that would be playable through the O are no longer there, but there are still some. Again, these people have these kids have not played any tournament Scrabble with adults so far. They're very, very early on in their Scrabble careers. Barely been playing for a number of years at this stage. And that's at most. People like David have only been playing for just over a year now. Like
Oh, wow.
we literally just started playing the game. I mean, you saw him in the final last year also. So he's back with another chance to win.
What can you tell us about these kids' play styles? Because I know you coach them, watch them play.
Yeah, so I actually coach all four of these kids, and they're all very talented. And we're planning to bring both of these teams actually to Washington D.C. In a couple of months. Tony and Penny have been around for maybe 4 years now, and they actually finished fourth in the NESSC last year. So they're a very strong team. And David and Samuel are much newer. So as I said, David only just started playing about a year ago at the local school. Basically, we just found him and we're like, yeah, he's actually really good and he remembers a lot of the words. So we're very happy to have him on our team. And Samuel is someone that we've only been teaching for less than a year now. He actually lives in Shreveport in Louisiana. And he's actually been playing Scrabble with his father at home for a number of years before that. So he had a good, solid understanding of the game and just knowing the mechanics of what he should be doing and keeping score, which is all things that, you know, as new players, it's actually quite hard to teach. And he already had that in his armory already. And he has very, very good board vision. And with the studying that we have going on right now, he's doing amazing. And he will be playing his first NESSC in a couple of months. So we're very excited to have David and Samuel as sixth graders coming to the event this time. It looks like they're putting something down. Maybe they're putting oval.
Oval? Yeah, I see
It
oval.
could be oval. They're realizing that they can't really put down any bingos that end with an S. So they might be trying to open up the board because maybe they are more likely to bingo, especially with an S and blank in hand. And they're trying to be a bit more aggressive as well, maybe.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea, Sunny. They seem to have rivals set up on their rack for a while, but nowhere quite to play it. So
yeah, it looks like
we're
they're saying oval. Yeah, so 7 points for that. And obviously the A and the L also very nice floated right in the middle of the board. So any 8-letter word through the A and L with whatever they draw will fit. And they actually looks like they've just drawn the G, P, and Q, which are almost
man.
what Tony and Penny actually exchanged earlier. So again, this is another thing where if you can get rid of your bad tiles and not have to deal with them, then you let your opponents deal with them instead.
Yeah, earlier we saw them draw SIRE. This is almost exactly the opposite
Exactly.
of the type of draw you want in this scenario. But we
Exactly.
see Howl from Tony and Penny
Yep.
scoring a nice 20.
Yep, that's it. And again, Tony and Penny, very strong team. Penny has a very good knowledge of bingos, high probable bingos at this stage. Tony is very good at finding places on the board to play things. And looks like, what are they playing? Looks like they're keeping the Q and the blank here. They're playing off the G.
Grip, I think.
Yeah, grip is a really solid play. Keeping the SQ in the blank, which is actually not too bad. Obviously, we'd like a U, but we'll see if they draw one.
Yeah. But that opening they made earlier with oval, now it's, I mean, they still have the S hook for bingo starting with S, but
Right,
yeah, it could be tricky. Ooh, ooh.
almost.
And they've drawn into,
Oh,
oh my
they
goodness,
found
and they
it.
just
found it.
immediately.
Wow,
Wow.
that is insane.
That is amazing. so quick.
Look, they're both actually very excited right now, but I think they
Yeah.
realize that they actually cannot be blocked. So ovals can play. It can play there, and also with racks. So there's many things that they are both like cannot believe it.
They're so
Believe
cool.
it. I
Yeah,
actually don't know if this is a word that I have given them to study. They've just found it.
and it was immediate, like
was
half a
immediate.
sec. Yeah.
They seem to be very happy right now. I don't know if they're really telegraphing. Not much of a poker face on the right side of the screen here, but
You know, with a bingo that could be blocked, you might want to keep more of a poker face. But
you
you know,
might,
they got
yes,
Rex, they got
yeah,
vaults, they got ovals, they got ops.
it's
So
coming. Yeah, it's coming.
meanwhile, Tony and Penny, I saw they had unbid set up, which would be really, really nice to play. And Bindi, nice,
Oh yes, nice knowledge
find
of
there.
fives. Yeah. Where does that play?
It just looks like it's not gonna go down on this board though.
Yeah, they're looking for. Yeah, we always teach them to try and find the letters that they don't want and try and play them off. Bindy's a really nice word that will get rid of a lot of those kind of clunky, awkward tiles. But yeah, it doesn't look like they can play that anywhere. They're looking just to take 14 points here.
If BI does come down, that opens a big opportunity for David and Samuel. But it looks
Yes.
like they're pivoting away from that. Maybe Bop.
Oh, maybe they're doing it. Okay, let's have to see if what the three-letter word knowledge is like.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just too excited to find one place for Sequoia. And
Yeah, I
look,
mean,
they're
I would
finding
really
one of
be
the
excited.
places there. Look, he's pointing out all the spaces.
And he did find it.
They've got it. This is going to be a huge score.
Wow. You know, Tony and
That's-
Penny up right now, but this is going to be over
That is like about 100 points.
Yeah. It's going to vault them well into the lead.
Wow.
Wow.
That
Very
puts them
nice
right
play.
into the lead, way into the lead now. And you can see with Tony and Penny's rack is not great. They're in trouble now.
Wow. Yeah. But if anybody can battle back from this, it's the fourth place team from NAS.
Exactly.
So
And David and Samuel have actually drawn already the first 5 tiles. They're all very good tiles.
we'll see where this ends up.
Oh,
Still nice.
That's a nice draw. That's a nice draw. So this could be a nail in the coffin there if they could find a bingo with this. I don't know if they've actually studied this deep into the 7-letter probability list yet, but maybe they'll find something.
You know, I have School Scrabble history with this particular rack.
Oh, tell me more.
Yeah, I had this rack and I had not studied 7 systematically at all. Just sort of pick them up from playing. And what is there? Tensile, Licente, Lenites, and Setline?
Yep.
And I saw Setline and I had arranged it on the rack with my partner. And we were just debating, like, is Setline a word or not? Because it felt familiar, but it just also feels like one of those compound words that
Could you be making it
could be
up?
good or not.
Yeah.
So we ended up passing it up and ended up losing the game. So
Oh boy. Now you remember. Well, that's the thing. See, sometimes you just need to be burned once, and then you end up remembering it for life. So
exactly, I never forgot that rack after
exactly.
after hearing about it.
But yeah, we'll see if they end up finding something. Looks like they found lenience, but there's no N floating. But
Yeah,
still, Tony and Penny have again. They've used 4 fewer minutes, but they're gonna need to come up with some really good players here to get themselves back in the game. And there's not that many options with the F and the two N's and the U.
yeah, this is a
Very
tough
hard.
one.
Yeah.
They might be looking to play under GI.
Yeah, maybe a fund or something that kind of gets rid of those awkward tiles.
Yeah, and it opens the board, but not in a reckless way.
Exactly.
Which is really nice in these sorts of situations when you're down like 60, 70 points.
Oh, they're going to play something else. Wait, what are they? They've got a lot of ideas here. You can see.
Maybe.
Many ideas.
Fun.
Looks like they're playing fun. That's yep. Is that it? Yep. That's a really strong play also.
Yeah, like I don't see any plays better than that.
Yep. I think if you put that in the engine, that would be the best play.
So very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, very nice find. And again, carving out another opening on the board, which they are going to have to need because they are behind by 48 points right now.
So David and Samuel are immediately looking to play to the triple, perhaps. One thing I did want to say about Samuel from earlier, for those of you not in the know about Louisiana geography,
Yeah.
Shreveport is on the very opposite end of the state. So even though Louisiana isn't a particularly big state, it seems like a trek to get down here. So very
Yes.
glad to have him here.
Yeah. Shreveport's like, I think closer to Dallas, maybe.
Yeah,
Than it
closer
is
to
to
Dallas than New
New
Orleans.
Orleans. And I think it's like a 5-hour drive, so it's some trek to get here. And it might be well worth the trip if they can keep this going.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, they're obviously identified the most dangerous spot on the borders, which is underneath fund. It's just a matter of what are they going to play down there. So they might be trying to fish some tiles here and maybe go for another bingo. There's a lot of nice spaces for the S.
They're gonna play loped, disconnected OP and D.
Oh, that's actually blocked the triple. That's a really nice play.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, that's quite nice to see that that's even a possibility.
Yeah, and they've just drawn the 8 and I. So this is a bingo that they would have studied, I think.
The thing is, does it play on this board other than with that full tie hook?
Oh, maybe not.
So Tony and Penny sitting on Tiny,
Yep.
trying to see if they can play off those letters, which do seem like the right letters to play off.
And this could be an interesting move because they could end up opening a space for Isatine.
Oh yeah,
So this could be a pivotal move if they end up playing something that opens up the board. But I think the boys currently are trying to figure out what the bingo is here. I think they recognize that this is a bingo rack. I think they have Satinia.
do they study with bingo stems or is it just probability based?
At the moment, they just study probability based.
Mhm.
So we just go just from number 1 all the way down the list, and we just see how far they go.
Mhm.
And yeah, we just kind of, if they can remember, retain whatever words that we've been throwing at them, and then we'll just keep working down the list. So all the kids here have got to various different stages of their study regime so far. Especially with the bingos, and a lot of them, well, they also know their kind of high value 4 and 5 letter words, which will kind of
Nice.
bail you out of trouble, and also the vowel dumps and things like that. So they do know a lot of words. But
Oh, are they looking at tie-in and oh, okay. We're seeing any come down.
okay, so that does not take an S, because if it did take an S, then its team would fit, but
Yeah,
that
there's
doesn't fit.
no place to play it at all.
They're gonna play. What are they gonna play here? AIN, 11 points.
Yeah, I mean it gives them an S hook, it gives them an end to play through potentially.
Yep. All good options. They're obviously looking at the I that they want to get rid of here. It's kind of the troublesome conundrum of having a very, very high probable rack and one tile doesn't quite work. Do you just play off that one tile, or do you play maybe 2 or set up something else up maybe? Yeah, it's obviously varies from position to position, but yeah, they're trying to figure that out themselves too.
One thing that I saw just kind of in a silly way, I doubt this will actually happen, but if David and Samuel play QI, which it looks like they're doing,
Looks like they're doing it.
Tony and Penny have the have a playable bingo.
Oh no.
I don't know if they've studied this one yet.
I really think it's pretty. I'm pretty sure they haven't studied that. So the bingo is OUISTITI, which would fit in that spot.
Yeah, I was looking at their rack and I was like, they're one away from WeSTP, and if they get an I to play through, but they cannot be faulted for not seeing this crazy word. Meanwhile,
They
David
have
and Samuel
found. Oh,
get their
they have
fish.
something. What have they got?
Oh, they're
Oh, they're
trying to
looking.
fit patience,
Yeah, it
maybe?
doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to find the anagrams of panties here. So sapient would fit as well. So Rex, that spot is still there. So yeah, this could again they have another shot now. This is a potential nail in the coffin if they can come up with the bingo that would fit.
Yeah.
Again,
Is
I
this the
don't.
only
Yeah,
one that fits?
quite possibly.
Yeah. And I feel like that area of the board has been pretty dormant for a while.
It
So
has. Yeah, they might not be even looking at that spot anymore, but yeah, we'll have to find out. They've got 11 minutes. They've got plenty of time.
yeah.
But again, they're 44 points in front, which again is a decent size lead. Oh, they almost have. Oh, I think they found it.
Nice. Okay. So will they see the
Will they?
Rex hook?
Oh, wait. What's going on? No, that's not gonna fit. They tried that already. They tried that already. That's not gonna work.
It's so tempting though when you see that there's a bingo and it's just one tile off the board. It's like, come on, can it be like a 16 by 16 square for just one
Just one
turn for
turn,
me,
yeah.
please?
Just one turn.
It doesn't even need to be a bonus square.
Yeah, can they find a space for it though? They have it.
Yeah.
They've done the hard work here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just that Rex spot. And
Yeah, that
I
wrecked spot.
mean, all of the plays since the play of Wreck itself have been toward the bottom left of the board, right?
Yeah, just the bottom half of the board has been the action of late. I mean, they have the word there.
So just
We've
looking
just got to
back
look
up
around a
there.
little bit. So they're lining up panties again. I think they're just trying to see if that plays anywhere.
Yeah, it's so tempting with that outer hook and also outs that something should be able to fit there. I think
Yes, because they will know.
Spinate
Yeah, they
would.
will know the word outer because they've studied the vowel, 4 out of vowel dumps. So it looks like they're playing par. Okay, so they didn't see the Rex hook. We'll have
Yeah.
to see later on if this comes back to bite. But again, they're in good shape here. They've still got some retaining some very good tiles, and they're going to get some points here that will keep them about a bingo ahead still. Yeah, I think they're going to be 60 points in front.
Yeah, well, we see that Tony and Penny have an S. So if they can spot this Rex hook, which seems like the only great place to play an S on this board, then that might be something that they can have propriety over, which would be quite nice. But they're looking at playing off FIN, which again, right tiles to be looking at. Tough board to work on for sure. But
Yeah, not many places to play off the FIN there. They're maybe just looking at if, setting up the S hook.
yeah, I mean, it scores decently.
And this is the thing, right? Because I think that now that they've been playing in that area, if David and Samuel had Sapient on the previous turn, or maybe this turn now, I think they would see the S hook for ifs and they would have played it. It's just that now that they've just been now that they played if there, it's kind of highlighting that part of the board again.
Unfortunately, the Collins bingos starting with S, not valid.
Not valid. Yeah, both bingos starting with an S in Collins do not work. So that's actually one of them on their rack right now. So only Linters is good in this dictionary, which they have found. But again, nowhere to play it unless they're potentially toying with flinters or something like that.
Yeah,
Who knows?
maybe.
And don't forget also, for those watching, this is a 10-point challenge penalty, which is actually more severe than the main event CSW division, which is a 5-point per word challenge, because the 10-point per word challenge penalty is the one that is used at the North American School Scrabble Championships. So that's what we're kind of mimicking with this tournament also, to be in like proper tournament conditions here is what they would do in DC.
Yeah.
So they won't lose a turn if they do challenge something that's good.
Yeah, and if something like Flinters comes down, you'd have to imagine, even though it's 10 points, that's well worth the
Yes,
challenge.
for sure, because it's pretty much a game-winning play. Otherwise, so they would need to challenge that. But yeah, I mean, who knows? They're looking to play underneath.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a TIL, no, TEL, maybe? Something like that.
maybe something like that. Something like that. They might be looking to block that S spot. They're looking at it.
Yeah, they definitely pointing it out that that is a significant line on this board.
They're just playing Flint. Oh, they're actually
Oh,
going to
they're
play
going for
Flinters. They're
Flinters,
going for it.
though.
Okay.
Now it's up to Tony and
Yeah,
Penny.
we'll have to see.
See, because
Because there's really not much to lose here. Because if they don't challenge, they're going to be 100 points behind.
and this board is
It's pretty much
quite
dead now.
dead.
It's dead
Yeah.
now. So
mean,
they
goes
really do need to
anyway,
challenge it.
Oh, oh, and we see
Looks like they've stopped.
timers
Yeah, I
paused.
think
Yeah,
they just
they're
shrugged
going
their
to challenge.
shoulders and was like, "Well, we've got nothing to lose now."
That is a really nice challenge. And
Yep, that's exactly it. So here we go to the challenge computer here.
I have definitely played Flinters and have had Flinters played on me before. It's a very tempting board. So
Yep, comes up with the
definitely
big
no fault.
red X's there.
We
So
see hands on the
yeah,
head from Samuel.
it was a potential game-winning play. But yeah, the game is now opened up now. So if Tony and Penny can get some points on the board,
Yeah, they might not even need a bingo to get
they
back.
might not, and they've got Tiz lined up. So I think they're gonna get maybe 25, 30 points next turn at least.
Yeah, maybe with Tat, something like that.
Yeah, or
Mm.
Pat or something like that.
Oh yeah, Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks
So
nice.
we'll have to see. They're playing Zits and Sloped, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good move. Probably would like to like them to see Zins or Zigs or something, just to get rid of one of the unduplicate those ends. But again, really good score here.
Yeah, and those plays of Tiz that we mentioned earlier, they do have defensive liabilities for sure with giving back. I don't know. Well, I guess they know David and Samuel's rack, but still, yeah, this scores well.
Okay, so also I will point out again with the time, they're down to 6 minutes, so this might become a factor going down for the rest of the game. They
Yeah.
obviously played this move very quickly.
Oh, wow. Before that move, Tony and Penny were ahead by 1 point. So David and Samuel, it seems
yes.
like they'll be ahead by 3, but this is shaping up to be a really, really
Really
close
close
end game.
yeah.
Yeah. And that ifs hook is going to be pretty paramount. I wonder, do we see Tony and Penny thinking of playing down forming like Auda and Pan or something like that?
It might be.
That would be a really nice find.
Pointing at that area of the board. So it looks like they are actually thinking about it, or maybe
Yeah.
what they might give away. They might be playing something underneath instead.
None, yeah.
So, oh yeah, maybe
Oh.
something like, yeah, I guess they have, how many ends do they have?
3 ends?
Okay, so
I
yeah,
think.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Getting rid of the tasks I don't really want. Yeah, you don't want to be saddled with 3 ends.
This does open some opportunities back up now for David and Samuel, though.
For sure. Yeah, because what hooks are there for none? I don't know if they actually know this though, to be honest. But
Yeah, I am pretty sure nuns is good in this dictionary,
okay,
but that is not at all obvious that it should be.
no, definitely not. Might be a desperation play if you have to do it, but yeah.
I just went over all of my fives, and nuns was one of the ones that I typed in right, but then I looked at it and I was
You're
like,
like,
I'm
what?
so not sure that that's a
Yeah.
word. So I reviewed it a couple more times. So
Yeah, those words are the worst because it's like, you know that, I mean, when you get quizzed on it at home or whatever, you
yeah,
know that there's a word there, but when it gets to a real game and you're like, this is the, if it comes to a really crucial part of the game, are you sure enough to pull the trigger on it? And there's
yeah.
words like that you would not be sure enough to play. And that's the real barometer here, right? That's if you're like rock solid on those words or not.
Yeah, and especially the mentality coming off a lost challenge. I mean, I know that definitely after I play a word and it's challenged off, it's a bit of a different mentality.
Yes, yeah, it's a bit of a it slows your momentum down for sure.
Yeah, you start to doubt, like, is this really a word? Is my knowledge really right?
Oh, it looks like they're just fishing off the A.
Yeah, very constricted board.
Yeah,
So
and there are some letters that go with the letters they have that would bingo, starting with an S. So even like stirrer or stirred.
mhm.
They just drew an E, so there's actually no bingos starting with the S there. But the board is so blocked now.
Yeah,
The
it's
scores are tied. It's dead even right now.
yeah, this is one of those boards where it's not like you have the objective of opening the board or closing the board. You're just trying to perhaps outscore your opponent. Oh, and it seems like they have traded away, what is
Yes,
that, NODUU? I mean,
something
those are
like
some
that. Yeah, I
ugly
didn't actually
tiles.
see what tiles they had there, but yeah, it looks like they're scoring pretty favorably there.
Wow, okay. And there is a new word in here that they may be familiar with. We'll see. Okay, so David and Samuel, it looks like they're pointing out the line here.
Oh, they're playing Nonna. They're playing Nonna.
Nonner.
Okay, so that is not a word, I believe.
Yeah, that's the only one of their
Um,
three consonants that
oh
isn't,
wait,
but they're debating.
yeah, they're not sure enough.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason, like, it's hard to know. Nunner, nuns, nonette.
Yeah, I think they're just very desperate to fit something on the board here. Because if there was a bingo ending with an S that would fit, then I think they would play that instead. They just really want retires to fit, and that would be, say, the most plausible way to fit it down. They've just found retrieds as well. But as we know here in the booth, and for you guys watching there is actually no playable bingos. And
Oh,
they're counting out the squares, and they realize there's not quite enough space for retries to come down with an S on the end of none. And again, now they're trying to find words that don't end with an S as they move into the last 3 minutes of their clock.
yeah. Tony and Penny putting the time pressure on, really, really changing this game.
They sure are, yes, and that could be the pivotal moment here. So what's happening here? They're going to have to get a move on here, I think. There's still a lot of tiles left.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially in this tight a game, every 10 points of time penalties makes a huge, huge difference.
Yeah, every misstep as well is gonna make a huge difference, especially if you start playing on the edge of the board like this. You could end up giving away a lot of points.
Yeah, but it is so hard to play something and not give anything back with this board shape. So
Okay, what have they got here?
is that ET and KIT?
Yeah, it looks like so looks like Tony and Penny have like mean underneath.
Yeah, that could score a boatload of points, which
Yeah, that's going to be about 40 points if they can find that. Again, there aren't any particularly obscure words there,
yeah, but yeah, it's just a matter of seeing that that's a spot.
or are they just too fixated on just getting rid of am? That is the question here.
Um, yeah, if they come down with mean, I mean, that scores so much more than you can score in any other part of this board.
Exactly, yes. So it's very close.
Maybe looking at plays with ifs as well to also hit that triple.
Yep, I don't think they can find any bingos here. Well, are they looking to open up the board at the top of the board here?
Maybe, I mean, their rack is very, very strong.
They might be looking to do that here.
Yeah, I mean, this gives them some great shots to hit bingos next turn.
In multiple places as well.
Yeah,
And David and Sammy are going to have to make a quick play here.
and it looks like they are with, is that Ruhr
I think
or
so.
Ruse?
Is that with an S? I think they
Yeah.
they had an S in there actually. It looks like they're using it, the S.
Ruhr is one of those words that's like It just
Yeah,
looks weird.
it does look weird, yeah.
But wow.
Oh, they've got
donates,
donates.
but it is.
That it's just been blocked. This is about
Oh,
as close as you could
no,
possibly. Oh
no.
wait.
They changed it from ruse to user.
Oh, so donates actually does fit.
Wow.
Oh, that could be it now.
Wow. The difference between two
They found it. That's the
anagrams.
question.
They found it.
Oh,
They
here we
found it.
go.
And
What?
that's a high caliber play.
Yeah, this might be it for them here because you can see David and Samuel have triple duplicates in their rack, which
That's
is like the
never what you
worst thing
want.
to have.
Wow.
Oh wow, we were looking at early in the game that David and Samuel were gonna bingo with something, 2 chances to bingo.
Yeah, they were very close for several turns.
Yeah,
But it's Tony and Penny. And honestly, looking back, they're 5-tile fish, keeping AN. I mean, that really put their rack in a good
that was the
position.
exchange, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like 5-tile exchange, my bad.
Exactly. Yes, that really turned the ship around here.
Yeah. So it looks like the clock is paused. Maybe they're counting.
The score, yeah, looks like the
Yeah.
score discrepancy. And again, with the score, especially this is the final, so they want to make sure that the scores are accurate.
Yeah.
So that they're just checking the scores. They should. And the boys are now down to their last 90 seconds. There's actually not many tiles left in the bag, maybe 3.
Yeah, from what I can see, just about. With this donates play, are you privy to the 10-letter word that or 9-letter word that was played earlier in this?
No.
this division?
Yes, I was told. Yes. So Penny actually tried to play odonating earlier in the tournament. She was very proud of actually seeing it in the first place, which unfortunately isn't a word, but yeah, the fact that she knows odonate and then made the connection to maybe making it odonating.
Yeah.
It's a very good effort, but unfortunately wasn't a word and had to come off the board. But yeah, this is the kind of caliber that these kids are coming up with this division.
Yeah. Cool. So it looks like with no more S's left to be drawn, this is
Yeah, there's not much of a danger now for Tony and Penny, sorry. 40 points ahead. The J and the blank in hand. They can score some points. I don't think there's any playable bingos for David and Samuel. So as long as they don't make any phonies for the rest of the game or run out of time by like 5 minutes, then I think they should be over the line.
yeah.
Yeah.
The time pressure is key for sure.
Yes, and David and Samuel have done very well to kind of stay within the time.
Yeah.
But it might have come at a price that they have made a number of moves that were kind of rushed. But again, the star play of Sequoia,
Yeah.
triple 100 points was the star play in this game for sure.
That was amazing that they saw Sequoia.
And they saw it so fast as well.
Yeah. And pivoting from being so excited to play Sequoia with ovals or something like that to being able to see that the OB spot has been opened.
Exactly. Yes, they had the
was very
composure
impressive.
to take a moment and just look at all the spots, and they found the best one.
Tony and Penny have CAJ lined up. I wonder if we'll see a Cajun shout out for our Crescent City Cup.
Maybe so. Is that a word in this dictionary?
No.
Okay.
But with an O it is. So maybe that's what they're looking at. I don't see an open N, but maybe backwards. They almost have Kajaput lined up.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. But yes, they have 8 minutes to go, so they've got plenty of time to just compose themselves and figure out what to do here.
So
looks like are they playing the right word here?
Oh,
okay.
Cajun with a U. All
Okay,
right.
so these guys have actually learnt the jQuick 5, so they should know, or at least be aware that they have not seen this word before in the Scrabble study.
But living in Louisiana, it's hard
Exactly.
to not come
exactly.
across the
Essentially
word
the wrong
Cajun with
place
a
for
U.
this, yeah. Cajun is the capital C. They're looking at it.
Yeah. It looks like they haven't held it, or maybe they have. Yeah, no,
Yeah, I think
they're
they're
gonna
gonna
play it.
Yeah.
And very
Yeah.
fitting word.
Oh,
For-
good. No, they challenged it.
Oh, they're
They
gonna
challenged it.
challenge
Okay,
it.
so this game has still got another twist here.
Yeah, all sorts of ups and downs in this game.
Yeah, we actually have a pretty big crowd out here in the hallway here, watching on the screen, realizing that Cajun is not a Scrabble acceptable word here.
Oh my goodness.
Not a word. So, I
Wow.
honestly don't think this will change too much because of the 39-point difference, but at least makes things a little bit closer. And it's just one more move that they have to do here.
Ooh,
So
and
redo has just come down. That's a pretty high score.
yeah, seeing that Kite and E Spot
Yeah, never got
scores
blocked.
a lot.
And they will have an outplay next turn. So they just have to put the pressure on here and just hope that maybe they might make another mistake.
Yeah. And this brings their score. How close? I mean, it's 4.
It's pretty close.
Is it a tie game after redo?
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah.
I think it might be
Wow.
tied. I think we're actually tied right now.
So
So
this is really,
there's
really
no more
coming down
mistakes.
to
I
it.
mean, no more mistakes are allowed here because David Samuel can play out, and they have 14 seconds to play, and I'm sure they will have enough time to at least find some options here. And now
Yeah.
because Tony and Penny just played a phony, will they not be sure of a lot of words now? Now this is the
Yeah.
worst moment where word knowledge doubts can creep in.
This game has been amazing to watch.
Being back and forth. Yeah.
So
the
it
whole
looks like they're
thing.
thinking about K John within.
But now,
with
are
an
they
O
sure?
now.
Are they sure enough of this?
It's so hard to be sure. It's so hard
It
to be
is,
sure
yes,
when
there's
K
no better
John
time.
just come off.
Yeah, this is the moment where you need to be sure of your words. This literally couldn't be any closer right now. And we're going into the end of this game, and it's again the winner of this game will take home the top prize, which is actually that's actually $50 Amazon voucher, which will be shared between both players. So there's a $25 each, and second place will get $30 to share, $15. So it actually also depends on the other game that's going on in this division as well, because third place team, Chloe and Charlie, also 2-1. So if they win their game against Ethan and Roshan, they will leapfrog one of these teams into second place, or at least second place. Of course, they could win their
So,
game by like 300 points,
it
and then
looks
they
like
overtake both. But
they're coming down
we'll
with
see. What are they
K
doing?
John now with an
Is that
O, which it is
It is a valid
Cahoon.
play.
Yeah. Took some cojones to do that.
It sure does.
Wow.
Wow.
So it looks like that's what? Oh my good. This is gonna be very, very close.
They're just playing anything that would. Oh, they thought they just pressed the clock.
Wow.
Let's
So
just
that
stop the clock
was
here, and that will be it. So it looks like
26.
I think Tony and Penny have still won because Kejom's scored a lot of points.
Yeah, and Diner only scored
35.
5 plus 6. So it looks like that's gonna be a what 15-point victory?
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this is very close.
This game, I mean, it was
Yeah,
Tony and Penny up first, then Sequoia came down, then David and Samuel had some just tough time with their draws, and Tony and Penny like found the right letters, came down with donates.
Yes, let's go
let's
to
get some
overhead mic and see hear what they're gonna say.
Yeah. I don't like it. At least we didn't go out. At least we didn't go.
Yeah, you barely.
Or we didn't go overtime.
That was a very good game, fellow.
Okay.
Cajun was interesting. I did not know that.
I did not. I can't believe y'all had an O2.
It is a word.
No, it's with an O.
I know, like, also for you.
What is?
No, it isn't.
I don't think so. At least not in Discovery.
Honey, what is the chat saying? What's the chat saying?
Okay, bro.
I know what the chat saying.
They're gonna see us.
Or just realize it's not a word.
Can we leave now?
I don't know.
Here, do we have to fill out a score sheet?
I don't think so.
Bro, realize it's not a word. Nah, bro, Sequoia was crazy, though.
Sequoia was crazy.
Close.
I didn't actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So look, yeah, I think that they are just decompressing after a very stressful game. And yeah, looks like Tony and Penny, congratulations for them. They moved to 3-1, and I think they have won the tournament. Again, it depends on the other game, but the other game had Chloe and Charlie with a much lower spread. I don't know the result of that just yet, but we'll have that over to you when we get the news about that. I don't think any of the scores. Oh, the scores are in now. So it looks like Chloe and Charlie had beaten Ethan and Roshan 362 to 316, which is not enough to overtake Penny and Tony, but they will overtake Samuel and David because they will have 3 wins. So they will move up to second place with a -50 spread. Penny and Tony will be the winners with 3-1 and a spread of about 213, 214. I'm also getting news as well. So I guess you guys are now tuning into us. We do have a lot of viewers online right now, and we have an esteemed viewer, African champion Sami Okasaga. He has just texted me, and he has just said that he would like to donate more money to the School Scrabble division.
Wow.
And he wants to add $150 to the prize pool for the kids. So again, we've got to say a big thank you to Sammy for watching and for your kind generosity. We'll discuss about how we will get that over to us. But yes, he's one of the world's best players, and obviously a multiple-time African champion, and he is inspired by these kids watching right now, and I hope that you guys out there are too. And it's not every day where you can see kids this young do this well, playing a game like this, which is very difficult to play, and especially under the lights as well. It's never easy to do, even for the adults who have been playing for decades. So we've got to say a big kudos to all the kids that have been playing in this event. And they'll, I think most of those teams will be playing, well, 2 of these teams will be playing that you just saw right now, will be playing in the NASCC in Washington, D.C. So yeah, I think that concludes the School Scrabble division. Again, thank you to Cooper for joining me in the booth. Thank you for being here once again. We did this last year, and as you were here again this year, so thank you so much for that, and for your great insight into the moves that they were thinking as well. So yeah, stick around for the main event. We're going to move on to games 5 to 8 this afternoon. We'll be switching to the WoW division. But just before that, we'll cut to things real soon, but we're going to have the presentation for the kids just before we resume play. So again, thank you all for watching, and yeah, there's more to come.
Thank you, stream. Thank you, Austin. Thank you to these players for some incredible Scrabble that we saw.
Yeah.
So very impressed.
I need to lie down after watching that.